Hey guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angelisa and this channel is all about reading and discussing books. And the book in question for discussion today is going to be Iron Flame, Rebecca Yarros' new release and the second book to the Fourth Wing series. So if you've been living under a rock, Fourth Wing came out in I think May, at least in Canada, and it went viral. It was crazy. Everybody was racing to pick it up. It kind of just came out of nowhere and then everybody loved it. And so I had pre-ordered the second one, which we just got today, November 7th, or is it the 8th? Today's the 8th. Yesterday was the 7th. So I got it yesterday and I was like, I need to read this immediately. I think it's amazing that we're even getting this book like 6 months later. That's like unheard of. I really hope that she keeps the pace with the rest of the books, but I don't think a third one has been announced as of yet. But yeah, so we're just gonna read this today, and unfortunately it is going to be spoilers. I find that it's easier for me to just talk about it when it's like that, and especially for this book because it's so hyped up, it's just going to be so hard to avoid spoilers. So we're just going to go full-fledged. It's going to be a spoiler reading vlog, all the thoughts, all the reactions, and yeah, let's have a lot of fun. If you're planning on reading it, hopefully, I don't know if you're one of those people who like spoiler videos before you read books. Hopefully this convinces you. But anyway, I am going to start this. It is just over 600 pages, and we start off with the beautiful map, which I think might be an extension of the first one. I'm going to figure that out and see if it expands on the initial map or if it's the same kind of map. But I'm really, really excited. We pick up right after the first one, I believe. So, oh, hello. You're gonna read with me today? The dedication says, "To my fellow zebras, not all strength is physical." So cute. Anyway, let's get started and start reading this. I'm so excited. Cause baby, like, ooh, it's all another flower. The sun goes around the state. Can't wait for the long. Oh my god, they included this like thing that like maps out what a like wing would be like, and the like structure of like who squad leaders are, how many people might be in a squad, that there are claw, flame, and tail sections. And honestly, I'm just like, I could have used this in the first book because I was so confused for a long time about the difference between a wing leader and a squad leader and all that stuff. Oh yeah, and there's like section leaders. Oh my goodness. Always be turning my sky blue, but maybe I can't get to you. Why don't you come to stay? Cause baby, like, ooh, it's all another flower lane. The sun goes around the state. Can't wait for the long day. Cause baby, like, ooh, it's all another flower lane. The sun goes around the state. Font on these pages are just really, really small. I'm on like page 5 and I'm like, wow, that took me so long to get to page 5. So far we've met Violet's brother. I really, really like him, and we're just kind of like, Violet's like kind of working through some of the stuff that she's learning, and learn about like how the rebels would gather, and because they were in such a big group of people, what's his name? What's that guy's name that can like see? General Malgren. He can like see things that are happening, and like he can basically envision like a group of people and like what they're doing right now, but because, or is it that he can see the future? I don't remember. But either way, he can see things, and because they were in a group, obviously it's not going to, he won't be able to see what they're planning. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to play out. It's all another flower lane. The sun goes around the state. Can't wait for the long day. coming on here to quickly update you guys on where I'm at. So I am on like page 73, chapter 9. A lot has happened. We've gotten introduced to some new characters. Liam's sister has joined, and she hates Violet because she blames her for Liam's death, which sucks. But I have a feeling that they're gonna have like a friendship. I don't know. I can just feel that it's gonna kind of improve from here. But yeah, unfortunately, Xaden and Violet have been like separated in this book. Like commands have been put in place where they're apart. So you're not getting a lot of Xaden and Violet time, which makes me sad. But she also, I'm enjoying that she's like sticking it to him. Like she's not letting him kind of manipulate her and being like, I don't have to tell you anything, you still love me. Like she's like, no, I still want honesty, and I'm not going to be with you unless you're going to be honest. So yeah, very interesting. I love her character still. She is just, I don't know, such a dynamic character, and so strong and hilarious, to be honest, and she cares so much. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna keep reading, but so far very enjoyable, lots happening, and I can just feel that this is gonna be very plot heavy.
Try to forget, but the thoughts, they seem to drown me instead. I've always wondered what it takes to fill this empty void inside, but now I've realized you were what I needed this whole time. I've been around, no one else has got me feeling this way. Every minute, every hour I spend is on you every single day. I've always wondered.
This book is insanely crazy. The scene I just read had my heart pumping. I'm just gonna keep reading.
Makes me wanna be with you for a long time. Do ba do be do be do day. Do ba do be do be do day. Do ba do be do be do day. Do ba do be do da 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 da.
Hey guys, so where am I? I'm on like page 150, chapter 16. Oh my gosh, the world building continues in this book. We're getting to know more about like the other, are they quadrants? I think. Yeah, like the infantry and like what they do. So there's just a scene with the infantry because I guess they do like on the ground combat. So they're kind of trying to train together. But as one of the like things in the guide to the riders quadrant says, there's like a natural distrust between the infantry and the riders, so they don't really like trust each other or like each other, but they have to work together, so it's a little bit weird. And the infantry don't know a lot about the dragons, so they kind of do stuff that makes things a little bit more complicated. But yeah, so far it's still very good. I'm still like addicted to it the way that I was in Fourth Wing, but I think because of just like how long it is, it's so daunting to me. But I'm gonna just keep on trekking through. Oh, one thing that I think is gonna come up that's really huge is that like they literally just developed like this concoction that the riders can take where it like dismantles their communication with their dragon, which is like a huge thing. Like that's not supposed to happen. So they did it for like a task and like a test for them to do as part of their training. But one of the people said like Sawyer was saying that like it kind of bothered him that they could just take away their powers and like their communication with their dragon, and Violet was like feels kind of like violating, right? And he was like, yeah, and like if they did it, that means that they can just like do it again. So I have a feeling that that's gonna come up. I have been annotating just like a little tiny bit. I really like this because you're getting a lot of just like new information that we didn't have before, and this is definitely heavy on world building. I will say that. I would consider this more of like a higher fantasy compared to Akatar. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna keep reading. I'll give you guys an update a little bit later, but so far I am really enjoying it. It's very, very good for a second book, and I'm interested. I've seen like, not spoilers online, but like all like the TikToks about like how the ending and like parts in the middle are like, so I'm scared for when I get to there. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna keep going. I'll update you guys a little bit later. Popping on here to say two things. One, I feel like only readers, like readers would understand why I have to look like this when I read. Like I feel like normal people just look like, just like, you know, all casual and just like normal, just like, and I'm out here with like contraptions all around me and just like, and I've got like a million utensils to express my thoughts. Like it's just, yeah, I realize sometimes how like deranged it is. But the second thing is that there are so many spoilers online and on TikTok. Even if people like don't think that they're spoiling, there's always spoilers like in the comments of stuff, and like I know it's on me to like not watch it, but it's so hard not to, especially when some of the stuff you think is like talking about Fourth Wing, but then it's talking about Iron Flame. So I do know some things that I feel like I wasn't supposed to know. No, I know that I'm not supposed to know that until I read it, but I don't know. We shall see. I feel like I already forgot one of them. Oh no, I remember it. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm just gonna keep reading. I'm hoping that I can finish it tonight or tomorrow so that I can stop getting things spoiled for me and I can just like get this video up. But so far things are crazy. The plot is just like, it just keeps on going, and I feel like I don't even know how to like talk about anything because so much is happening. Like just so much is happening. Still love Xaden at this moment in time. I feel like that's gonna change for some reason, but right now we still love him. So I made it to part 2. A lot has happened. I'm past part 2 actually now. I'm on like page 350. I have a feeling that Dane is gonna have a redemption arc, which I'm not really sure how I feel about. I was kind of like okay with him just not being likable, and now he's like broke a bunch of rules, and I'm like, hello, Mr. Dane. Where did this come from? He was such a goody two-shoes, and then he literally just like did that. Also, some character was like reincarnated somehow, and I'm literally, that is also confusing to me. I have a feeling, because like I read a freaking spoiler, so I think I know like how that happened, or like how that's able to happen, but I don't understand like why he's different and just like not trying to kill Violet anymore. I'm talking about Jack. But yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm not really like feeling that well today, so I'm just like having cereal and reading. I'm trying to get rid of like the headache that I have. I'm actually gonna turn off this light in front of me after I film this clip because it's too bright. More than halfway now. I love like how like not floppy, like this isn't, well, I guess it's like floppy for a hardback, obviously like the hardback keeping it together, but like it's so nice. Also guys, I realized this yesterday. Look at this. There is like somehow like black, it's not like scratched out. I was looking closely and I realized that you can see like the outline of the word iron in black like printed at the bottom of this flame, and I've already like annotated half of it and like, well, not just tabs but like highlighted and stuff, so I don't want to like try and return it or exchange it obviously. But yeah, I just think that's really annoying. I don't know how to fix it or like do something about it. Anyway, I'm gonna continue reading. I'll get back to you guys a little bit later. Excuse my freaking appearance too. I feel like I look like a crazy person, but it's just, I feel like I'm dying. Hey, it can't be good when blood magic is involved. Real quick, on page 403, chapter 43, I feel like I'm just kind of vibing reading this. The middle part, it's not confusing, but it's just like, I'm like reading and I'm like, okay, fight, 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 battle, 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 battle. Crazy thing happens. Crazy thing didn't happen, actually. Crazy thing happens. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm like, I think this is like 2/3 of the way through now. So, Taryn though, I think he's like my favorite character right now. He says the funniest things in this book, and he's so sarcastic and just like funny. And it's even better when you're listening to the audiobook while reading, because he's like grunting and stuff too. It's so funny. Very good dragon character, I do have to say. I'm probably gonna read like, it takes me like an hour just to read like 40 pages. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. I'm probably gonna read like, I don't know, I'm probably gonna go to bed and try to read the rest tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. I have like 4 hours left of reading. I'm gonna try maybe tomorrow because I'm really tired. Okay, I'm on page 458, chapter 48. And Kat is crazy. Like, she is not a girl's girl. I do not like her. But I'm glad that Violet stood her ground. And Xaden is just, he's on my shit list right now. Like, I don't know. Things have gotten like a little bit too complicated, and he's putting Violet in like these weird positions where she has to like listen to this type of these things being said to her. Like, I don't know, I'm like back and forth between whether I like him or not right now, because on the one hand he's like, sit, my house, my chair, my woman, but then on the other hand, like, the fact that she had to hear that stuff sucks. So she says, like, she wants you for your name, and he says, I know. And you love me in spite of it. That's one of the many reasons I will always choose you. Like, how am I not supposed to absolutely spin? He's the only person in this world I can't get enough of, the only one I constantly crave. Love, chemistry, attraction, desire. Everything between us keeps me constantly burning like an ember. A single touch is all it takes to send us both up in flames. Ah! I need to highlight that. Like, that is just, oh my god. Chapter 48. I feel like this is the chapter, whatever it is, for Akamov. I genuinely don't know if I'm just stupid or the magic in this is just like a little bit too complex for my brain to comprehend. Like, I know what's going on about like the wards and stuff, but I feel like every time there's like a little thingy here that says something, I have no idea what it's talking about. But I also realize that sometimes those little blurbs are like a foreshadowing or like telling you something about something that's going to be talked about later. I don't know. I'm just like, but I am on chapter 53, which is about 500 pages in. There's like 120 pages left. They've kind of figured out like how they can put the wards up. But if they do it, then all those people that they just like invited there and like joined forces with, like the Griffin Riders, like won't be able to channel magic, I think, which isn't great. So, you know, Xaden wants to put them up, and Violet's like, but no, please don't do it yet. And as always, Andarna is hilarious. She's just like, I'm gonna fly, I don't care, I'm flying. She's so cute. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm probably gonna take a pause because I don't want to like be tired. when I read the ending of this because I know it's gonna be crazy. I just know it's gonna be crazy. Okay. So the only spoiler that I knew about was like that Xaden had a second signet, and she asked him and he like didn't answer. This is suspicious. I'm very suspicious about what it could be. I feel like I read what it was by accident, but I don't know. I don't know for sure, to be honest. It might have been a prediction. Like, I don't know. I don't know if we actually find out in this. But, I don't know. Xaden is like, I really don't know how he expects her to trust her so quickly. And like, I agree with Violet that like, rather than being like, ask me the questions, like, why should she have to guess like what she needs to ask him when like she doesn't know what she should be asking because she doesn't know anything about what's going on? And if he was just honest with her and like told her what was going on without her having to like guess what she should be asking, then the relationship would be a lot better. So he's just like, he says like really, really sweet things, and like I think he is trying, but at the same time it's like, buddy, this don't make no sense. Inconveniently, he always gets interrupted when she asks him a really important question. Okay. What the actual hell? I have no words. I have no words for that ending. Nothing. I've got nothing. Okay, rating, I think I'm gonna rate it 4.25 stars. It's not exactly 4.5 for me, but I still feel like 4 stars is too low. It was really just like slow in the middle, and I did take a really long time to read it. I didn't find myself like wanting to go back to it like so much compared to the first one. I don't know, just so much happened in this one. A lot happened. It was definitely like, it was way thicker than the first one. So much happened. I feel like some of it I'm a little bit confused about, and I don't like when like I'm confused in fantasy books. And I get it, this is a little bit of like a higher fantasy than most of the fantasy books that I read. I do feel like a lot of the book was like really, really slow, and then at the end it was just so freaking fast, everything that happened. I think that's why people get a little bit lost when they read these books, because like everything will be slow. There's a lot of like world building, a lot of information, and then all of a sudden like all of this action happens and you're kind of just like, whoa, that just changed a lot, and I'm still catching up on all the world building. So I will say that like I'm having to probably Google like a summary of this just to make sure like I understood it properly. Most of the time, like once I read the summary, I'm good, and like what I was thinking is like what the summary was telling me, but it's still like I don't like having to do that. Like I didn't have to do that with Avatar, you know? So anyway, still a great book, but I just thought I'd put that out there that like, yeah, things are just, oh my gosh, they just change so fast in this book. But wow, I feel so bad for Violet. I feel like this entire series has just been like shitting on her and throwing stuff her way that is like so hard to deal with, and everything that just happened with her mom, like that's literally the only part that made me cry. That ending was super screwed up though. Rebecca better fix it. Like there better be some sort of I don't know, resolution to this. Like excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Okay, yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna stop because I feel like I need time to like process everything that just happened. Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of like all over the place. I feel like my feelings were all over the place. I started off this video in really high spirits, and then I got really sick, so the middle is kind of like meh, and then this ending part, like I literally just killed like the last third of this book in like 24 hours when it took me like 2 months to read, or a month to read the first half. But that's okay. Either way, loved it. Would definitely recommend, if you haven't yet, reading. I hope that you've read it if you're watching this spoiler reading vlog, because if not, that's gonna be really hard. I tried not to say about what happened at the end just in case you're one of those people who like watches spoiler reading vlogs. I know some people do that, but I'm not gonna ruin the ending for you. But if you have read it, then you know what I'm talking about. What the actual hell? Just what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Oh my god. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment down below your thoughts on this goddamn book. Let's talk about it. I love talking about these things in the comments. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Goodreads. They're both linked in the description box below. And yeah, anyway, I hope to see you guys in the next video.